Hello, welcome to Punk in My Shed, whatever it's called. I'm Toby. Usual caveats and whatever. See previous for details. I'm gonna rush through this. I'm already taking too long. Gonna do what we're gonna do. We're gonna do "Sing Sing Death House" by the Distillers, the second album from 2002, which just makes me think of sitting around playing Tony Hawk. I thought it was Tony Hawk 3 I was playing when I was listening to this, but I looked and it's actually Tony Hawk 4. I can't remember the difference, to be honest. And also occasionally bunking off work to hang out with my mate Mikey and play Vice City. Cool, I'll shut up. We'll just get on with it, really. Yeah, like West Coast punk rock, isn't it? West Coast of the USA, not it's not like the Wurzels or anything. Yeah. Good bit of violence straight away. That's what you need. I just love it. I mean, okay, when I was reviewing Rancid, like I got really not annoyed, but the first track. What's the first track on Alchemy Wars? I can't remember. It's got a really annoying bass line. Whereas this has got an annoying bass line, it just works. Yeah, but jumping in straight away, like with the, it's a very like unashamedly feminist album, which is really good. Or that's how I interpret it anyway. I really like that. Yeah, it's just fast. This was a real grower, this song. I wasn't that fussed to begin with. Yeah, like really unfussy vocals, it's great. Yeah, it's great, it's nice, it's got some real scope. Some real scope? Lots of sort of guitar slang. Like, what are we going to do? We're going to go from this bit to this bit. Let's just go. It's great. Oh man, I wish I still played music. There you go, the Tony Hawk 4 song. Which I can't remember the difference between that and Tony Hawk 3. Susan B. Anthony, who sang "Damn, I Wish I Was Your Lover," wasn't it? Yeah, man, Tony Hawk. So, like a year ago, when we were going into lockdown, they sort of announced they were re-releasing like updated versions of Tony Hawk 1 and 2 for the PS4. A friend of mine was like, and it was sort of going to be like, you know, released in September or whatever. And a friend of mine was like, "Oh, that would be just in time for lockdown too." And we all laughed because we were like, "It's not going to last that long, is it?" Still in lockdown. Are you ready to be liberated? The one that always gets put on at parties. Like, I find it really, I don't know, something really, really super confident about this song, about the vocals of it, like the sing-songiness of it and like stuff, and it's just, yeah, I love it. You can see why it was a single. It's a bit like scrappy, but scrappy in a good way. Mind you, I think I find any vocals that to be confident, because I'm such a unconfident writer of vocals. I fucking know, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know, I think this song has just really struck a note with people. I think maybe it wasn't, they didn't expect it to. I've not really looked into it. But it's like with like the way Linoleum by NoFX is like their most popular song, and Fat Mike's like, I don't know, I just like, it's got no chorus. I wrote it in like 5 minutes. I don't know why you guys still like it like 20 or 30 years later or whatever. And the video for this song, they're so like LA, so like, you know, like black hair and like black leather clothes and stuff. I did read an interview with Brody Dow about, I think when they were touring this album and they had a bit of they had a bit of success, but sort of MTV success and stuff, and they said it was funny playing to these kids and just blasting hardcore punk at them when there was sort of more on a kind of pop punk tour sort of thing. I don't know. It's got a very sort of demo-ish quality. The recording of this song, at least, not necessarily the album as a whole, which is fairly polished. I don't know. Fuck it. One take. Yeah, another really skatey hardcore song. Yeah, it's weird how I don't really mind the twiddly, fussy bass on this album, whereas on other stuff it kind of annoys me. Yeah, it's all contextual, isn't it? Yeah, this is the single that got us all into this album, all over MTV, wasn't it? And we were like, it's that band with the big old, the big old Mohican. This is definitely if the band is punk rock, this is definitely the rock rather than the punk, I would say. But it's fun, it's nice. I can't remember if we're actually dancing. They must have played it. They must have played it when I was going out. When I was living up in Sheffield, they must have played it at the nights I went to, which were one room indie, one room metal, and then punk was just sort of split between them. Yeah, really melodic chorus, not necessarily representative of what else is on the album. Great singer. Lots of vocal work there on the background as well, isn't it? That intro could have gone for longer than that, couldn't it? They just went yeah, that's enough. Enough quiet. Get on with the rock. It's really obviously stayed with me, this album. So it's not like I've been religiously listening to it over the past 20 years or whatever. Yeah, kind of a lot of throat there. It's normally this is the sort of thing I really go for, but it doesn't really do it for me in context here. I think, that was almost over. Yeah, I'm not that fussed about this song. Oh yeah, I really don't like this intro, but the actual song I really like. Weird that, isn't it? Well, it's not weird, it's just a fact. Or an opinion. Or it's the fact that it is my opinion. Yeah, that's really nice. I'm staring off there, I'm just looking at I'm reading all the stuff about my Hoover that's written on the side of the Hoover. There's Hoover, 100 years, Telios, Pets, 2000 watts, that's a good amount of watts, isn't it? It's got HEPA filtration, it's got Parquet Caress, which I think means it's delicate on your floors. It's got Pet Hair Remover. I mean, I just used it for sawdust and stuff in the shed. This is such a nice outro song. To the extent that, it's different to the extent that I thought it might be a cover by someone else, but I don't think so. I think it's original. I think it's theirs. I'll double check that and pop it up here saying it is or it isn't. It's nice when things get a bit rockabilly. It's that rockabilly aesthetic is pretty common in punk, isn't it? And it's all leather jackets and quiffs and white t-shirts. Is that a rockabilly thing? That's guitar for a last song on an album, isn't it? Lots of bendy stuff. Yeah, man, fucking Sing Sing Death House by the Distillers, like absolute classic, and it kind of shows just how much your experience gets frozen at a certain point in your life. That to me, that still feels like a modern album, still feels like something new. It's 20 years old. Still part of me going like, oh yeah, great, this album's good. This is new. I thought I don't think I've really got on with the first album. Can't remember the follow up, Coral Fang, had that one good song off it. I mean, the whole thing's listenable, very listenable, but it had like one song that I really liked, and then the rest of it was like, if a band's got one album that I really like, then I'll just listen to that and nothing else, which is a bit stupid. Yeah, it really takes me back to being Sheffield. Yeah, like I say, skiving off work, hanging out with Mikey, who at the time was like a little punk kid with like a nose ring and that, and now he's like a political correspondent for the Daily Mirror and shit. Well-respected journalist. Yeah, just I don't know, when I was hanging out with him, he was like fucking like straw-pedoing bottles of Newcastle Brown Ale, and I was going to say I'm pissing on things. I think he like pissed on one thing, but in my mind he pissed on loads of things. He pissed on one thing, it was like a statue. You get 10 years for that nowadays. Cool, yeah, I was sort of just banging through that really quickly and possibly not showing it the respect it deserves, because I'm on my lunch break, and I was just going to do that and then eat some noodles and have a shower and then go and have a meeting or something, whatever I've got on this afternoon. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter, no one watches these videos anyway, fuck it. Thank you for coming along if you did watch it. I'm sorry for saying that you don't watch it if you do watch it, if that makes sense. If you've watched this far, then thank you for watching this far, and like stay tuned. I'm definitely going to do some more videos soon in the future. I'm going to do them and you're going to watch them, and it's going to be just great. So yeah, cheers. Finger guns.